Wife and I owe more in interest than we've saved in a lifetime. Yes, ma'am.
Could you talk a little bit about what your platform for rural America would be? In Iowa, we have a lot of communities that are facing challenges with housing, with education, with industry. There seems to be a disconnect. It's just not an issue that's really discussed a lot. So I'm really interested in what the Dem candidates have in mind for rural Americans.
Yeah, and I was reading a report, I think it was in the Des Moines, maybe it was an op-ed in the Des Moines Register that pointed out, that looked at the numbers and the numbers they looked at said that the chances for upward economic mobility are stronger in the rural counties of Iowa than in other counties in Iowa. But the bottom line is, in our state, we used to have a saying that we are one Maryland. Yes, we have a big city like Baltimore with all of the big city and urban challenges, but we also have places like the Eastern Shore and Western Maryland that are very, very heavily and predominantly agricultural. And we found that some of the greatest innovations in education actually were coming out of the smaller rural areas that then we could take to scale, like in digital learning and the like. I think there's huge opportunities throughout rural America for the new green economy that we're moving to. I came out with a position which I'm told is now the gold standard for climate positions in the Democratic Party, where we all admit that climate change is real. But what I've seen happening in Iowa, the way you guys have gone to 30% renewable energy by creating the wind industry in your state, the ability for farms and to keep the renewable portfolio standards high, or the renewable fuel standards high, so that we do more with the next generation of cellulosic fuels. All of this sort of distributed energy future, I think can be very, very strong for rural America and for people throughout, in small towns throughout our country. Big challenges on health and mental health in our rural areas, which we need to find better ways to address, and perhaps that segues with the forgiveness of some of these college loans, depending on where a practitioner chooses to set up their practice. So those are a few ideas for you. I think the good news is this, that when it comes to the basics of what it takes to make your economy kind of circulatory and self-sustaining, it's food and energy. That's true the world over. And you guys have such strong, greatest farmers in the world, and also one of the leading states now in developing renewable energy. So those are some thoughts. Pardon?
Are you saying we're windy around here?
I'm saying you're progressive around here.
Two more questions, Governor.